Have you ever wondered what happens behind those factory doors where precision meets power? Imagine a single mistake, smaller than a human hair, that could mean the difference between life and death. Today we're pulling back the curtain on one of manufacturing's most intricate dances, the art of rifle making. You might think rifle manufacturing is just about putting metal parts together, right?
I think yes.
Well, buckle up, because you're about to discover why that's not even close to the whole story. What really goes into making these precision instruments, and why do some rifles cost as much as a small car? Remember that time you tried to build something from IKEA and it felt like rocket science? Well, making a rifle is like building 1,000 IKEA projects at once, except every piece needs to be perfect. No pressure, right? See what I did there?
I don't think I can do this anymore. I think I'm burnt out, and I haven't slept in a good day and a half.
Let's start with the heart of any rifle, the barrel. You know how Olympic swimmers say every millisecond counts? Well, in barrel making, every microscopic detail matters. The high-strength steel used must be as precise as a surgeon's hand. But here's the million-dollar question: how do manufacturers ensure each barrel can withstand pressures that could literally tear a car engine apart?
That's a very pretty point.
Speaking of precision, did you know that the rifling process, those spiral grooves inside the barrel, requires accuracy down to 0.0001 inches? That's thinner than a strand of your hair. And here's something that'll blow your mind: these grooves make the bullet spin faster than a Formula 1 car's wheels. But what happens if these grooves aren't cut perfectly? Moving on to the receiver, think of it as the rifle's brain. It's where all the magic happens, folks. Made from aircraft-grade aluminum or steel, it needs to be tough enough to handle thousands of explosions. Yes, that's basically what firing a round is, while remaining lighter than your smartphone.
Wow.
Here's a fun fact: the amount of engineering that goes into a modern receiver would make NASA scientists nod in approval. Now, let's talk about something that keeps engineers up at night: the firing mechanism. You've got the trigger, hammer, and firing pin all working together like a perfectly choreographed dance. One wrong move and, well, let's just say it wouldn't be pretty. But here's what keeps me up at night: how do manufacturers ensure these components work flawlessly every single time? Safety features are where things get really interesting. Modern rifles have more safety systems than your car. From manual safeties to drop safeties, these mechanisms are tested more times than a teenager checks their phone. And that's saying something. But here's the real head scratcher: how do they balance making these safeties foolproof while keeping them user-friendly? Quality control process would make your high school chemistry teacher look relaxed. Every rifle goes through more tests than a medical student during finals week. Human inspectors and robots work together, checking measurements smaller than a grain of salt. But wait, how do they catch defects that might only show up after thousands of rounds? Here's something that might surprise you: the final cleaning and packaging process is so meticulous, it makes brain surgery look casual. Each rifle is cleaned, inspected, and packaged with the care of a mother wrapping her kid's first birthday present. The question is, what happens if they find even the tiniest imperfection at this stage? Remember folks, rifle manufacturing isn't just about putting pieces together. It's about creating a precision instrument where perfection isn't just desired, it's required. Every step, every measurement, every detail matters, because in this industry, close enough isn't good enough. So next time you see a rifle, remember, you're not just looking at a tool. You're looking at thousands of hours of engineering, countless safety checks, and the culmination of centuries of manufacturing evolution. And that's no small feat.